The idea of God as our Father is really quite an extraordinary idea. It may be difficult for some of us if, like me, you were the product of a single parent family. I didn't know my father after the age of 8, really. This idea of God as Father can be hard to get inside of. Or perhaps you are also drawn to the idea of God as Mother. That's fine. There are some wonderful references to God in a motherly form and function and role in the scriptures, which we certainly won't set aside. But this idea that God is our Father is best understood, I think, if we try to reimagine what the idea of father would have meant to folks in the biblical world. Father and fatherhood was the person of authority, the head of the household who was responsible for the care of everyone inside that household. But perhaps above everything else, the idea of father is about the source of life itself. That's it. God is our Father, the source of all human life, anchored in the very idea that, as the book of Genesis tells us in the first chapter, everyone is created in the image and likeness of God. Whoever you are, wherever you are, this is the great elevator of the human experience, that everyone flows from the same source, God, our Father. Our world has never been as united through technology and our media platforms. We are one big world, and yet those media platforms often inform us that we are all very different. And so the world has never needed this message of the unity of God's fatherhood as it does now. God, our Father, is the source of all human life, the universal daddy, if you like. All other dads are delegated dads. And yet, within the Christian family, there is an even deeper meaning to the idea that God is our Father. And that's, of course, because we share his fatherhood very specifically and very deeply and very gloriously through the person of Jesus Christ. It's rather like being in the wider family of God, but not living in the household of God. And this is what Paul meant when he wrote to the people in Ephesus. Grace and peace to you from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. That's it. That coupling with Jesus means that there's something very precious now about the fact that we all belong together through the fatherhood of God and because of the fellowship of Jesus Christ. And you hear that message again and again. Paul opens up a number of letters in this way to the Romans, to the people in Corinth, to the people in Ephesus, to the people in Colossae, to the people from Thessalonica. James picks up this theme. Peter picks up this theme. John picks up this theme. We are together because we share the fatherhood of God. Everyone can pray, Our Father who art in heaven. But Christians have a special way of recognizing that whoever we are, wherever we come from, whatever our circumstances, whatever we went through yesterday or today, whatever relationship we have with others within our local fellowship or the wider Christian community, we are held together in the fatherhood of God. God, our Father.